You're here, I'm here, good music's here to be played and to be talked about. If I've earned your subscription by the end of this video, I'll be ever so grateful. I'm Alan, this is Alan Reacts. See you on that side of the tape. Hello all, welcome back. It's Alan Reacts. This is a reaction, Uriah Heep. How did I get there? So, as always, in the comments, I was having a conversation and a subscriber, I've saved the details, but I can't bring them up right now, said, you might like Uriah Heep. I noticed they're not on your channel. Uriah Heep, I said to myself, heard the name. As far as I know, I don't know anything about this band. I've done a little dig around the band, but I've never heard this song that I'm aware of because they just don't seem familiar to me. Formed in 1969 in London, so I thought, okay, go back to the very beginning. Debut album, very heavy, very humble, no H. And the first worldwide release that I'm aware of that, yeah, I think so, was Gypsy. So this is it. It's a 6 minute and 39 song, 6 minute 39 long song. So let's get into it, ladies, gentlemen, and music lovers. When this came out, I was doing some reading. This album and this single was panned by the critics. In fact, Rolling Stone, one of the critics, had said, this band will pretty much never make it. It's just basically rubbish. I didn't hear that. Not in that opening. I'm intrigued. It has a rock but slightly progressive feel to the opening. Sounds, I'm going to pull it back just a split second so we can get into the song. Later it's been acknowledged as a very influential album, but I guess it's that thing, isn't it? Aren't we all critics till we realise that we're not? Yeah. I'm just a fan of music, and that's how I hear it, is like this. Yeah, let's pull it back just a bit so we can get into the song.
I was only 17, I fell in love with a gypsy queen. She told me, hold on. Father was the leading man, said you're not welcome on our land. And then as a foe, he told me to go. And put a whip across my back, then told her, leave me. I was out for quite a time.
Sabbath released Sabbath in 69, right? So these guys were formed in 69 and released this in 70. So you've got Sabbath, you've got Purple, you've got Zepp in that sort of burgeoning rock era. You know, from 64 onwards, there'd been that invasion of British bands into America. And I know this band has done quite well in America, sold 40 million albums worldwide. That's a lot of albums. 25 studio albums, I think. But I don't I hear rock, I hear progressive, and it's pleasing to my ear. And the singing, you hear bands like Priest and Sabbath and Purple and Whitesnake, I guess later, and sort of Jethro Tull, I know, Get Heavier. I've not got to that yet. And Wishbone Ash, which I just loved. I think they're just stunning. So I hear it, but I don't think they could have been influenced on anybody. I think this is an organic thing that they've come up with. This is them. Do you know what I mean? It's like in that era, these bands converged on the scene, and this is one of them bands. That's how I feel.
Came back with her on my mind. Sweet little girl, she means all the world.
Very good, very progressive. What is that sound? It's rock, but I was thinking it feels like a Big Bang thing, a cosmic thing, like a sci-fi thing. It's like that. Guys, you got to help me out in the comments, because whilst I can hear that definitive rock element, I can hear the sort of the keyboards and the percussion and the leads, and the vocals are beautiful and clean. The song's quite good. It's got good lyrics for me. But it's that sound when they drift off a little bit, like they're drifting in space almost. It's like they're putting their music out and see how far it goes. What's out there. It's really good. I like it a lot.
Still be torn between her father and lover.
God, what do I do with that? The song, it has some, it's kind of a 17-year-old's naivety, the romanticization of love, the gypsy image, sort of that lack of cultural understanding or awareness, or a deeply love of the culture. And then you've got it's really intense, you've got getting beaten and everything and making a choice. But the music, it's like if you had a prototype, because that was happening then from 69 with Sabbath and sort of onwards, you were having that prototype of what rock would become, what it was, how rock would split into prog and be progressive. And then you had Genesis and that at the time, and Yes, and all those bands. But I suspect if this was their prototype, what was it going on to become? Because this has combinations of everything, but I don't know where it sits in. Does it sit in a genre? But I love it. I genuinely do love it because it makes me think. I'm listening to the music intently, and I like the song a lot. I'm glad I've dropped into Uriah Heep. This is their very first single. That was the official audio from their own channel. Guys, help me out in the comments, because you Uriah Heep fans, you are rock aficionados, you'll tell me what I've missed out on and which bits I could have delved into more. And I love that. It only helps me get better to understand what I'm trying to do, which is visit music and learn from it. Comments, subscribe, as you choose, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I really did. Thank you, everyone. Till next time, take care. This is Alan Reacts. I'm Alan, your host. If I've earned your subscription by the end of this video, I'll be ever, ever, ever so grateful. But most of all, I want you to have a good time. I'm Alan. This is Alan Reacts. See you on that side of the table.